Uh, all right, let's try it again. I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway, um, yeah, let's, do I want to do the intro again? I just did the fucking intro. I don't know. Yeah, because let's be official. Hi everyone, can everyone hear me? Hey, you guys in the back.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
The Klayre Avalon show, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, twice. Oh. Yeah. Shut up. Fuck. Anyway. Hello all. Hello, wherever you are. However your Sunday may be going. I was scrolling around my Twitch earlier, just seeing who was on and stuff, right? No real thought in mind or anything. Just occupying myself. Has anyone noticed what people do sometimes, not all the time? But have you ever? We've all I guess done it in one way, shape, or form.
You are locked into the first episode of the Night Service.
Shut up. Oh, anyway. Sorry, yeah, this whole idea of Sundays being, like, laid back, or, like, if you're listening to a radio show, or maybe it's even an after party, right? From when you go to a big fucking rave. Everything is always a chill fucking vibe, right? Or like laid back or whatever. Or something to do with mass, right? I follow one streamer. He's actually live right now. He's a Skull. Hi, Uber. What are you talking about? Who or what is a skull? What a way to make an entrance. But now that I've been completely sidetracked, Yeah, the person I'm referring, one of the people that do this is someone I follow, and they're live right now, and they're oh, Viking for okay. Well then, Skull is it Skull? Am I saying that correctly? Skull or Skull? But yeah, this whole Chill Sunday thing. The DJ I'm referring to calls his show on today Sunday Mass. And it's fucking house music. Now, I'm not disrespecting this individual. I've liked them since the 90s. They've been around that long. But my whole thing, like, why does Sunday have to be, like, because when I do my show on Sundays, much like right now, nothing is down-tempo. The mix I'm playing right now is down-tempo at the moment, but it ain't gonna be in a little while. I don't know, just a stupid little thing I get in my head. It means nothing. Great show yesterday. Me and my friend Mel talking about health and fitness and stuff. That was really fun. Although admittedly, and we kind of knew this was going to happen, the conversation about health and wellness was kind of overshadowed by the fact that we were just shit-talking and hadn't seen each other for so long. So, but now she loved it and she wants to come back. So, yeah, we'll have her back sometime soon, whenever. I don't think she. Maybe she had the assumption that I was going to go there, because I said during the show that she remembers us meeting. I have no recollection of it. Scott. Oh shit. Okay. Do you know how to spell it phonetically? Right, like a dictionary would. Like, how do you say it? Skal. Now I want to look that up. Skal. Spending a lot of just as it sounds. Skal. Yeah, but I don't know Viking. So, Skal. Okay. Well, how about this? Cheers, motherfucker. How's that for you? Oh, fuck. How you doing, Uber? Nice to see you. Did you by any chance get to any of the parties over the weekend? This is me presuming you're in England. I actually don't know where you are. Oh. Oh, you're in Shetland. Okay, cool. You bought a lot of vinyls. Cool. Oh, here's something for anyone going to be listening to this on SoundCloud might be interested in, or maybe even you, Uber. Yeah, I talk about this a lot on the show because of who I am. For my metal fans out there, some of this is available on YouTube if you're interested, but not the whole show, unfortunately. Kiss was on Sirius XM on Howard on Wednesday, just this past Wednesday. They are unequivocally, officially and without a doubt, ending their worldwide tour this December in New York at the Garden. Such a cool fucking session. It was 2 hours with the boys Howard spent. First hour was just talk and stuff about the band and so on and so forth and whatever, and then the second hour they were performing a few songs. I've actually never been a fan of Kiss, but even if you're not a fan of a singer or a band growing up, right? You are familiar with whoever it is because they've been around since you've been alive. So, well, they see, there you go, Uber. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's almost like when bands like that, no matter who it is, when they do interviews, you kind of almost feel a weird obligation to listen to it simply because of our association with them growing up. You know what I mean? I've actually seen Howie Mandel does a podcast called Howie Mandel Does Stuff, and he has like comics on and so on and so forth and whatever, and he actually had on fucking Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. So the whole band was on Howard. Howie only got Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley individually. I didn't so much care for Gene Simmons' appearance, but I did enjoy Paul Stanley on Howie Mandel. But I liked the whole band on Howard. That was fucking a stellar session. Amazing. It was really cool. But anyway, so yeah, nice little bit of pop culture for everybody. Kiss ending their world tour, and there's an idea for you. Isn't that kind of oddly fascinating that they're doing a press tour to end a tour? Am I the only one that finds that weird? It's normally the opposite, is it not? We're going home. Let's do a press junket and tell everybody. Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know if anyone remembers me talking about Paige Bailey on the show before. I recently found her. She's among this little pocket of people that I've recently been discovering and that I really enjoy. She popped up on my feed the other day. This is her. This is a recent mix. She's doing back-to-back with... What does it say? Back-to-back with somebody or other. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Oh, Bailey. That makes absolutely no sense. But it's for Rinse FM. It's gonna get even. It's gonna escalate further. Kind of. Lately, I seem to be finding a lot of stuff that goes back to like DJ Dan in San Francisco. A lot of funky house leaning stuff. I don't know why. It's totally by accident. I'm not seeking this out. It's just happening. There's the link, Uber, if you want it. Let's give it a bit of juice. I must remember to ask Amber how rejuvenation went. Really curious about that. Yeah, see, here's the funkiness I was talking about. And I think Mr. G was mentioning going to Union Club for some party that was going on there over the weekend too. Be right back. You ever get lint on yourself and you can't figure out where it came from? Because it wasn't there when you got dressed? I don't know. Anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Most of, if not all, my audience is English, so you don't know what happened here over the weekend. Wow, I was leaving work Friday morning, and they were saying on the radio that we were expecting a storm, right? And it was starting Friday night and going into Saturday morning. High winds, 10 to 30 centimeters, ending by Saturday morning, and it did. Saturday was a great day. Really nice outside. It was like above zero, which is like a summer day for here in Canada. Holy fuck, Friday night. They meant it, motherfuckers. Hey, what's going on? Raising the room. Yeah, it was a horrible ball of fuck here in Toronto Friday night. Oh, it was gross. I'm from the east coast of Canada, and the funny part is I've been in Toronto since 2009. So I have undeniable proof that people in Toronto can't drive in the winter. Because when we get snow on PEI, we get the fuck beat out of us. And we can drive in it. We were coming up the street. I met my girlfriend when she got off work that night, and there was some guy coming up the street from the intersection, and he couldn't get away from the side of the road, right? He kept veering over. I don't know if anybody listening knows what low-profile tires are, but they're about the thickness of a fucking piece of paper. And so we're walking along, and I'm seeing this guy trying to like cut his steering wheel over, and he's just gunning it, right? Trying to get traction first of all, and trying to keep himself on the road. There was no ditches or anything. I live in this is a residential area, so he had nowhere to go but into the sidewalk or the snowbank that was there. It wasn't a dangerous situation. He just couldn't do it. So all the snow is everywhere, blowing us all around, high winds and the whole thing. And my girlfriend looks at, I stopped and I was watching this guy try and get himself correct. And my girlfriend looks at me and goes, "Are you going to help or are you just going to stand there?" So I gave her the bag I was carrying because we picked up a few things. So I walk over, I walk right into traffic, all 4 cars of it. And I tapped on his window. I'm like, dude. You're never going to get anywhere doing what you're doing. Back straight up, I said, and don't walk on it. Don't give it the gas. I said coast. I said just take your foot off the gas and just let the car take itself. Just tap the gas and slowly veer over into traffic. And I walked right along with him until he had it. I got him to back straight up and then try again, right? And off he went. These people in big cities who can't fucking drive. So, yeah. Summer drivers. Winter drivers and T-Dot. And apparently, the shit weather isn't over. We're just coming into March, and when Boom FM was announcing about the storm over the weekend, Stu Jeffries, that's who does the show on mornings, he was also saying that we're going to get a fucking cold blast in April, which in reality isn't. That's not out of the ordinary for Canada. I mean, it really isn't. So I don't know, but the heads up is nice because we experience every season here. We actually have seasons, unlike other parts of the world. We have winter. We have summer. We're going into spring, right? And we have autumn or fall. And sometimes we have all four of them in a day. But for some reason, every time it snows for more than an hour, everybody fucking has kittens. I don't know what it is. Like, simmer down. You live in Canada. Buy a shovel and shut the fuck up. I mean, Jesus. Jesus. Where's Ree? I actually did want to hear about that set you had on Saturday. How'd that go? It's 4 hours. That's a long time. I guess. Actually, it's not. It's radio hours. Ah, good. Who was it for again? Ah, shit. Oh, Atomic. Okay, cool. It's funny you mentioned that. Because when I started today, after the intro and everything, my browser and my OBS, my OBS, both screens were black. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I did have a nice little orange or red symbol down in my taskbar saying system needs to restart to install updates. So here we are. Fuck. It's always the way, right? When you're doing something, that's when your computer decides to go, "Oh, hey, we have to do this first." Ah, cool. Did you record it? By any chance? Yay! Is it stealing if the person knows you're going to do it? I said, is it stealing if the person knows you're going to do it? So it's on YouTube, but do you have the actual, like, the mix file itself, like the MP3 or whatever? Obviously you do. Oh, I see. Okay. Ah. Gotcha. Yours. I get it. Yeah. I know you were busy, and that's fair enough, Ree. But I must say, you missed a fun session with me and Mel yesterday, my friend Melissa. That was really fun. That's okay, though. I mentioned earlier that it, even though Saturday's show, yesterday, even though the whole point of her coming on with me was to be about health and fitness and everything, it ended up being like just a chit chat session with us with a little bit of health and fitness just sprinkled in, because we haven't seen each other for God knows how long. So that was kind of funny, but it was really cool though. And once she got here and we were off and rolling, she was nervous about coming on, right? And I said, "Don't be. It'll be fine, right?" I said, "Plus you have me, so." But once she got here, she was fine. It was totally great. I said, "Yeah, think nothing of the fact that the entire world can see you right now." I was doing some house cleaning the other day. On the computer, not my actual apartment. So for the listeners over here on SoundCloud, there are some new shows to to check out, and my session with Mel is not sure about me, but Ree says he still gets all jittery and shits himself before he goes on stream every time. Once he's there, he's fine. In all honesty, when I first started doing my thing here on Twitch, that was inarguably true. Every time I would bring up my my OBS and I would be setting it all up to go live, every fucking time I went to hit the live button, I would be fucking shaking and I would just beside myself, petrified. That has gone away, though. I don't experience that anymore. And actually, funny enough, yesterday when me and Mel were on, I don't know why I was doing this, but I was stammering over my words more than I normally do, and I was like, are you familiar with the phrase nervous talking? That's what I was doing. And I couldn't, she was right there with me, and I knew I had things that I wanted to bring up and talk about, but I was blanking like a motherfucker. Just nothing was processing. I couldn't get anything out. I don't know why. I didn't expect that to happen. And even as it was happening, I was sitting here going, because I could actually feel it from head to toe, the anxiousness and my nervousness. I don't know where that came from, but I couldn't shake it. So yeah, other than that, it doesn't happen. Like when Brad comes on to hang out and stuff and whatever, and even when you come on, I never feel like that. I don't know what it is. It's a funny little thing. Our psyche, our mentals. Check out my mentals based on instrumentals. Check it. Just how deep can shit get? Little Method Man for you. I came to bring the pain hardcore to the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane. I don't know how many 90s rap fans are out there, but I really enjoy the fact that Nas and all that. I've mentioned this before. I love the fact that all these guys are still working. It's not unheard of, but you know, sometimes you know, a singer, or for the sake of what I'm saying, a rapper, or no matter who it is, a band or whoever it is, they can kind of fall from prominence, right? Or just fall from grace, as the saying goes. And we never hear from them again, right? I fucking love how Meth and all them are still working. And even Ice-T, right? Oh. Let's go back. That was nice. A little bit of the repeats. That was cute. But yeah, Ice-T went the way of rapper turned actor, and now he kind of I think Ice's career is kind of an 80-20 split between rapping and acting. But yeah, he's still out there. Fucking love it. I mean, he's OG, literally. Same as Ice Cube and Snoop and Dre. All the OGs we all grew up with. Snoop even has a comedy special on Netflix, for fuck's sakes. I mean, Snoop of all people. There it comes. Yeah. I haven't dug into them yet. I will though. I looked them up. I'll give them a minute. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'll try them on. You know what we did watch the other day just for fun? Pretty in Pink. DJ in Darkness, by the way, DJ in Darkness out of Switzerland, who I haven't mentioned her on the show in quite some time. She's got a new mix out. Really fucking cool. Oh my god. She's one that I adore as well. She's a sweetheart. Every time she is a busy little bee. Every time you turn around, she's putting out a new radio mix for whatever station she's mixed up with, and oh my god, every time you turn around. Every time I turn around, I see the girl that turned my world around. That's the Punky Brewster theme from the 80s. Maybe the world is blind, or maybe just a little unkind. Don't know. What am I doing? Oh, I reached out to another friend of mine to be on the show. He lives here in Canada with me. He's out on the West Coast, out in Alberta. What the fuck is it with my friends? Instead of telling me whether or not he'd be willing to come on the show and hang out and talk about the days, he told me he was really busy. And I think he meant be on the show when I was asking him right then and there. He says, yeah, I'm super busy right now. I'm just at a bar with friends. Really? Way too vastly misinterpret what I'm telling you. I'm like, dude, fuck. Je ne pas comprendre. I don't understand. Calles, tabernac. Mas puto. And yeah, he's my friend. I'll say that about him if I please. Fucking mas puto. Oh.
Sending this one out.
Sending this one out.
Yeah. Sending this one out. Yeah. Sending this one out.
Oh, I remember that riff.
Yeah.
That's old. That's fucking old.
Sending this one out.
Sending this one out.
Yeah. Sending this one out.
I just found out something really interesting today. I've talked before about WoW Presents in LA. Well, thank you for following, Pretria Lover. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Welcome in. But yeah, I've talked about WoW Presents before on the show. They're the people that handle Drag Race and stuff. They also do something called the WoW Report every Sunday. And what it is James St. James, Tom Campbell, and Fenton Bailey talk about the top 10 things through the week that made them go wow. And I just found out today on the show that Mr. Fenton Bailey, co-founder of WoW Presents, has a book out. I didn't know that. So I shall be, at some point, toddling off and seeing if I can find that. That'll be a really interesting read. Speaking of WoW Presents, normally what I talk about is James St. James's podcast Night Fever, where he talks about what the club kids were doing back in the 80s and 90s in New York City, and for season 1 and 2 of Night Fever, he had a lot of the folks on the show who were around back then, and even before, like back into the 70s and stuff, right? Really fucking cool. Season 2 has ended, and I do know that James is deep in the throes of filming season 3. So fucking yay. For my North American listeners, if you're into drag or anything to do with that whole world. The subscription on the app, the WoW Presents app, is only $5, and you get all the bells and whistles. So go ahead; it's very worth your while if you're into it. Looking at the wall behind me in my monitor here, a while ago I had the idea to get some clocks, right? Like actual, like wall clocks. I haven't done it yet, but I want to get 4. I don't know what I'm going to do with the posters behind me and everything, but I want to get 4 clocks and mount them on the wall behind me like an actual newscast and have like different time zones and shit going on. I don't know if I'll probably have to get battery operated clocks. I don't want to get ones that are corded. I don't know if I actually want to have them just as decor or actually throw batteries in them and have them actually working. I think that'd be fun though. Like throw a couple of batteries in and have them working. That'd be neat. My entire set could use a renovation. Unfortunately, like other streamers that you may watch, I don't have a room dedicated to broadcasting. I'm literally sitting in half my apartment right now. So a girl does what you can. I don't have soundproofing or anything. Not that I think I need it. But yeah, as you can see, I'm literally on a chaise lounge. And this is half of an L-shaped 14-foot sectional. Friday is a... What? What do you... Sorry, I was in a game. Friday is a day in the life of 2 stoners sat on a porch in a Cali suburb. Are you talking about right now? Or Friday? Oh, you mean the game. You've been in a game that you've been in a game this whole time? Holy fuck. Yes, Ice Cube, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna take a hard pivot back to Friday, I guess. Oh, so Ice Cube is in it. I thought so. So, like I said, you've been in a game this whole time. Oh my god. Ah, okay. Ah, Chris Tucker, okay. Did I really just have a follower who just showed up, followed, and fucked off? Ah, they're still here. Well, they're not here, but they've. It's not my fault. People give them names that people can't pronounce. Techno DJs do that all the time. I see it every day. Well, anyway, to Pretria Lover, once again, welcome in. Welcome to the show. Oh, that's an L. Pre-trial over. Alrighty then. Okay. Okie dokie. I am mildly impressed with this mix. Gonna remedy this fucking situation. Right fucking quick. Give me a sec. I don't mind this. this is okay. And like I said earlier, it did amp up in the second hour that we've crossed over into. We're just going to try something a little different. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. All right. Let's fucking go. Fuck yeah. Oh, DJ Seaweed is still live. Thank you for the follow, Civil Handbook. Thank ya. Welcome to the show. Oh, and the late afternoon sun. The late afternoon sun is saying hello to me right now. Might have to fuck with my box a little. Fuck. Because I'm going to turn into a soap opera dream sequence in a second. Fuck. Yeah, hang on 1 second. Let me take care of that. Not live on air. Well done. Well done, mate. Here, try this on while I while I fuck with my flaps. There we go. There we go. DJ in Darkness out of Switzerland. Holy fuck. And this is only the first 8 minutes. Not live on air. Holy shit. Ree, you're probably loving this. This is so fucking cool. Holy shit. gonna say, did that just end? Oh, what's she gonna do here? This is supposed to be. Okay. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Holy shit. All right. We would always win the fight. Wow. I'm going to get crucified on this one. Left turn, Klayre. Oh yeah. Well, you know, for DJing Darkness, not really. Where are we? 20 minutes. Okay. Why won't that? Okay. This is supposed to be 2 hours, but I'm only getting a half an hour. It won't download properly. Fuck. Oh, well. Oh, well. I do have a neat idea coming up for a show. I've mentioned before, recently actually, I was talking about Jason Ellis when he was on Sirius XM and his recent appearance on Dr. Drew After Dark, Dr. Drew's podcast. If you don't know who Jason Ellis is, he's a pro skater, hangs out with Tony Hawk and all those guys. He's into supercross, like motocross and all that. He's into that world, right? He married the whole thing. His wife is a little cutie. She's also his producer for his podcast. But I saw 2 clips recently that kind of brought me back into Jason's world, even though I do know who he is. Because he's been on a show I listen to on Sirius, the Jim and Sam show. He's been on there quite often, although not for some time. But anyway, recently I found a clip of his from Sirius on YouTube, and when he was on Dr. Drew After Dark, and I this is why I mentioned it on a previous show, because he was talking about, because Jim and Sam, Jim Norton of Jim and Sam, and Jason Ellis have this in common. What's this? Both of them what we're talking about here is the fetishization of trans women by, for all intent and purpose, hetero men, right? Like straight guys, cisgender guys. And I mentioned Jason Ellis because, and it's up on my SoundCloud right now, my other words on this, but having watched those 2 clips, especially his session with Dr. Drew, I kind of want to give that a fine-tooth comb kind of treatment, because there's a difference between guys, right, that are out in the world and walking around and stuff who do fetishize my community, because I am trans, hello, and guys like Jason and his wife, for that matter, and Jim Norton, who they don't objectify me and my people. They embrace, they immerse themselves rather in this community, and with open arms. So I kind of have to let some information sink in, even though Jason Ellis doesn't talk about anything really in depth scientifically or anything like that. It's just the difference between objectification and just liking what you like. And I think it's a really cool conversation. And what I might do for that show is maybe I might do it over on StreamYard, and I'll probably get a lot of shit for it. I don't know, but I wouldn't mind playing bits and pieces of those clips, and we can all watch it together, and we can have that conversation, because I think it's really important, and it's because to the cisgender heterosexual world, it's not what people think it is. I mean, yes, a friend of mine who I haven't seen in quite some time said it best the last time I saw her. We were having a conversation one day, and she said that we as trans women are the most feared and the most sexualized and fetishized community that she could think of, right? And I can arguably agree with her, right? Because it happens in the queer community here in Toronto. Because my friend Carla, like me, was born a man, but she's a trans woman now. In her life as a man, she was into guys, right? She was a gay guy. And now as a trans woman, she's still into guys. Oh, and I think we just lost a mix, but I've got more. Hang on. The difference between me and Carla is, so for all intent and purpose, she is a heterosexual trans woman, right? Because she's into guys, whereas I am a trans lesbian. I like my ladies. which is all fine. That that I'm not throwing any guns at that or anything. But I mean, whether you like it or not, the fact remains that during the conversation we were having, given the fact that she's a trans woman into guys, she can't get a boyfriend to save her fucking life. Right? And it really disappoints her. And that's just how it fucking is for some people. So, yeah. Check, check. There we go. Thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What was the last thing you heard me say? Thank you for that, C. James. But yeah, what was the last thing you heard me say? Just so I know where my train of thought is. None of... Let me get a beer and I shall continue. What I was saying was, I don't know if anyone heard me describe what James just said, but he describes himself as a straight, single, fairly good-looking white guy, can't get a woman, perhaps the trans community is the way to go for him. Maybe. Sitting where I'm sitting, proverbially, I'm really proud of you for saying something like that. Being in my community, that's a really admirable statement to make. So thank you for that. I can't say much because much to my credit, I've been with my cisgender girlfriend for a decade, and it's been fucking gravy. The funny part about that is she works retail. She works at a pet supply store, right? Which is irrelevant to the story. But anyway, every now and then she will be speaking with one of her regular customers. And every now and then I come up in the conversation and she will refer to me as her girlfriend, obviously. And the person will do that thing where like if you're speaking to a dog, much like I'm speaking to you good people right now, and a dog will cock their head as though they're trying to understand what you're saying. Because when my girlfriend, in reference to me, says her girlfriend, people look at her and go, "Oh, you're a lesbian?" And she goes, "No." And then she outs me and says that she says my girlfriend is trans. Depending on who it is, she will go into it, right? As much as she has time for, because she's usually at work. But she gets a lot of wide eyes and blank stares when she describes that she's not a lesbian, but she's with me as a trans lesbian. So it is an interesting dynamic. And not a lot of people understand it. I have a friend. I've known them for fucking ever. She was the only girlfriend I had in high school. My high school was 3 years, but I spent 4.5 because I just enjoyed it so fucking much. To my credit, my final year was only half the year. So anyway, when I started to come out to all my friends back home, when I started to come out as a trans woman, obviously, I messaged her straight away, and I said, "Look, this is what's going on. I'm transgender." And without even fucking flinching, she goes, "So does that mean you're my old girlfriend from high school now? Is that how this works?" I said, "Yes, my darling, that's exactly how this works." But yes, to tie off that conversation, C. James, if you're, you are still here. Okay. I'm going to go back to how impressed I am, for want of a better word, please take in mind everything I am saying, and that's unfortunate that you can't seem to find a suitable partner for yourself. But I guess my entire point is toward what you're saying. If you do choose to explore the queer community, and the trans community specifically, fair game. Do what you like. I'm not here to rule your life or anything. But I guess what I'm trying to say is the individuals in the cis-het community, the cisgender heterosexual community, who are open to being with those of us in the trans community, it takes a certain individual to even consider that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to anybody listening? Unfortunately, it's just how it is. So, yeah, and it's I think people that are willing to explore that, who are outside of the community, I think that's really respectable, and it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes of anyone who's willing to do that, right? Because not everybody is willing. I can tell, James. Yeah. No, that's cool. Like I said, do you, boo-boo? But you know what? Don't stress about it too much, my love. Don't look for it. Because that'll, if you actively search for it, you're gonna end up with the wrong person, and the timing won't be right, and all these different things. Just like a regular girlfriend or boyfriend, the best situations happen when you're not trying to make it happen. Right? Like, fuck it. That's just, really. Because I met my partner online, and it was just on a whim, and we hit it off, and here we are 10 years later. So it can happen it can happen if you want it to. But my best advice to anyone is, don't make a career out of it, because you'll just end up in a world of hurt. You can't force it. And trust me, I'm no authority on this. I'm just speaking from what I've lived. I'm like, who the fuck am I? I can just speak to my own relationship and the life I lead as a trans person. And so, yeah. But that said, even though I'm poking fun at myself and saying, don't listen to me, whatever, I would never say something to anybody to steer them wrong. I wouldn't do that in a million years. Never. That would be, if I did that, I would be doing a disservice to my own fucking community. And why the fuck would I do that? Right? Boy, this got deep real quick, huh? Fucking hell. Fucking love this about my show. Because if I run out of things to say, I can just do this. If this was radio, this would be fucking dead air right now. Like if I stop the music and just keep talking like this, and I stop like this. This is fucking dead air, right? I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm saying or whatever. This is fucking dead air. My saving grace doing a live stream like this, even though I treat it like a radio show, is this. Oh, and y'all do realize, for the listeners over here on SoundCloud and everybody here on Twitch that watches the show and everything, you do realize that simply by watching my show and interacting and everything, that does mean that you are an honorary trans person. There are no takebacks, motherfuckers. But if you don't want to be trans, there is an ointment you can take. There's a... There's a cream. Speaking of the trans community, I don't know if anyone out there is a fan of Jim Jeffries, but he has his latest special up on Netflix right now. It's called High and Dry, and I know in the comedy world right now there is a huge conversation going on, to do with the comics that are roaming around out there who do trans and queer jokes, right? Chappelle being one of them. He's still under fire apparently, from what I'm hearing. Some of them know how to do it, and some of them don't, and that's just, it might be just the luck of the draw, but I don't know. For my money, I would because I'm into a lot of comics, right? I would rather watch a cisgender heterosexual dude comedian do queer or trans jokes than listen to or watch the same material coming out of someone from the Alphabet Mafia. I would much rather. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. But that said, if you haven't watched Jim Jeffries' High and Dry yet, go ahead. Because if you want to, because like I just said, there's a lot of folks out there in the comedy circuit who try and dip their toe into trans jokes and stuff. Ricky Gervais was one of them, and as well Chappelle, like I just said. Others have probably done it. I just don't know who they are. But I'm going to tell you unequivocally, right now, not only does Jim Jeffries embrace the queer community, but his bit in High and Dry on this community, on the trans community, is absolutely fucking hilarious. It's fucking brilliant. I don't know how he came up with that bit, but it is absolutely pristine. It's fucking hilarious. Like, I was literally, like, my stomach hurt watching it. Oh, so amazing. He did really well. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of Jim Jeffries. That's not why I'm saying it. It could have been anybody. By the way, for anyone interested, this is Smash the Dance Floor, and I believe it's a mix written by DJ Iota, out of England, I believe. Yeah, that you raise a good point, C. James. Jim is very good at his art to get away with what he says in the U.S. That's a really good point. Yeah, and he's actually felt the brunt of that over his career. Because he is, and he admits that he has been. He's felt the burn of being like rejected or banned in certain areas. He kind of laughs about it because he doesn't give a fuck. But the reason he got heat at one point isn't for his trans joke. It wasn't for his queer jokes. It was because of everybody in the comedy circuit. He says cunt more than any comic working. So I don't know. But yeah, I love him. Daniel Sloss is another one I love. I love Daniel Sloss out of Australia. And not all, I was mentioning Jason Ellis and Jim Norton earlier. Not only does Jim Norton do radio on Sirius XM over here in North America, in New York. I'm Canadian, just to make that differentiation. No one ever thinks of Canada. Everyone thinks of the U.S. But anyway, not only is Jim Norton on Sirius, but he's also a comic. And Jim Norton's material, oh fuck, not for the faint of heart. Yeah, to the brothel, yeah. Yep. I remember that one, C. James, yep. Blame Canada, says Ree. Blame us for what? What did we do? All we want to do is bring donuts. Blame Canada. Bring that big bottom down. Bring that booty to the ground. I do love how when I go off on an LGBTQ quasi-rant, air quotes, my entire chat shuts down. Everyone knows I'm trans, but no, barely anybody ever wants to engage with me. Justin Bieber, Nickelback, Michael Bubble. The list goes. Well, yeah, okay, fair game. Okay. Hey. Bieber is a U.S. issue now. We sent him down there, or maybe he went of his own volition. I don't know. He went all Hollywood and shit. I don't know. Fuck Bieber. Fuck Nickelback. I don't want to be a rock star. Hey, I want to be a rock star. Who's Norm? Are you talking about Norm from Cheers? Oh, no. Oh, McDonald. Yeah. Oh, rest his soul. Oh, yeah. Love Norm Macdonald, yeah. Yep. Comedy legend Norm Macdonald. Yep. Bring that big bottom down, bring that booty to the ground. No, it's okay, Ree. Well, rant might be strong language, but... R-E-S-P-E-C-T! Speaking of RSP respect, if you're a fan of Miss Djax, she has a new track out called My House. Fucking stupid track. Oh my god, what a banger. Bring that big bottom down, bring that booty to the ground. My house is your house and your house is mine. There's an 80s reference. My house is your house and your house is mine. House train, house train, house. That's an 80s reference. You have to know about 80s house to get that reference. House train, house train. Reese. R-I-S-S-E. Reese. House train. You're drinking your dad's brandy. Shh, don't tell him. You're drinking your dad's brandy. Well, did you ask Brandy first? Is she okay with it? Obviously, your dad's not home. As long as Brandy is okay with it, go ahead, dude. Lick that fucking bottle. This track is filthier than your dad's old porn stash. You haven't seen my dad's porn stash. Sorry, C. James. Sorry. Yeah. But still, for real, as long as Brandy is okay with it, you drink that girl up. How do you have access to your dad's brandy? Do you live with Daddy? No judgment, just curious. Does Brandy come into your room late at night? This seems really low for some reason. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, James. Happy belated to your dad. That's cool. Awfully gracious of Brandy to still offer herself to the stragglers. Obviously, Brandy is an open-minded individual. It really is, Ree. Yeah, the fucking ghost town, isn't it? Twitch is dead today, says Ree. Yeah, for sure. Twitch might be dead today at 4:55 p.m. in Toronto, approaching 10 p.m. in England, and just for wherever else you are. But you can always hang out. You can always hang out on the Klayre Avalon show. Quality non-content, fucking garbage. Oh my God, why anybody listens to me, I have no idea. But you will always get pristine non-content content here. I promise you. Yeah, I saw Ray. Yeah. Meanwhile, David Morales during Sunday Mass just earlier, he had 600. He had 600 and some odd viewers. Cristiano D'Amatos is on right now with 286. Christian is the only person on my list who's on. Yeah, Morales on any given stream, he can go between anywhere from like 600 to 800 viewers in the chat. Sanchez too, when he's on, Roger Sanchez, they put their chat on slow mode and it still goes a mile a fucking minute. It's fucking bonkers. And thank you for knowing who David Morales is. That's fucking funny. You know who David Morales is, but you don't know you don't know who Dave Audet is. That's fucking hilarious. Tell me you know who Roger Sanchez is. Tell me you know who the S-Man is. Oh. Oh. Oh, you don't know who Roger Sanchez is. Oh, fuck. Okay. I said S-Man, not yes-man. Roger Sanchez is known as the S-Man. That's what I'm saying, not yes-man. S-Man and Roger are the same person. Because his last name is Sanchez. Nah, no way. Right. I would. You know what? In fairness, I would have said the same thing. Who's Yes Man? "15 more minutes and I gotta fuck off." I have to leave and talk to more important people. Well, okay, so Morales and Sanchez made it to the UK. The other Dave didn't. He might have, but they never. But UK people never heard about it. Well, that's fair enough. Because sometimes things don't make it across the pond, right? It's interesting because if you do know who Dave Audet is, you do know. Like I've said before, he has more #1 chart-topping remixes than any other producer in the game. That's just nothing but true. But yeah, and the same is true for Europe and the UK crossing over the pond to here in North America, whether it be the US or Canada. Sometimes that's true too. People that are fucking like huge in Europe and the UK or anywhere overseas are fucking massive, and us over here in North America and even arguably South America, we have no idea who these fucking people are, right? So it's a funny dynamic. C. James telling us it's got shit though since COVID was over. What has? Are you talking about viewership on Twitch? Ah. Well, those are easy numbers, right? I mean, really. Unfortunately. At least I can proudly say that I'm not here because of COVID. I'm here because I wanted to fucking run a show. I'm not here because of lockdown. The fact that I migrated my show from Instagram to here on Twitch during COVID is nothing but pure happenstance. Nothing more. Well, exactly, yeah. Twitch was here long before COVID and will be here for a long time yet. COVID gave a boost to the music category, but that's about it. Well, agreed, right? Yeah. Yep. I mean, why not? I mean, fuck's sakes. I will let the listeners in on this before we close out for the day. In terms of renovating my set, so to speak, my background, what I kind of do want to visit is the idea of maybe getting a like a hallway table, right? Like just a rectangular table and setting all my shit up on that, as opposed to my 80s vibe right now, which is sitting on a chaise lounge with a wall behind me with rave posters on it. I'm considering two things: renovating my quote unquote set, my background, and also I'm toying with the idea of maybe kind of sort of reeling in how many shows a week I do. I'm not sure yet. I'm undecided. Something I'm also considering for the future, and this is to the listeners and everybody who's going to see this on the recording, despite the fact that this is the end of the show for the weekend. Something else I'm kind of toying with is the idea that despite the fact that my entire show is music-centric, no matter what day of the week it is, there's always music involved in what I do, whether it be a feature or white noise. I'm trying to decide how I feel about going live on Twitch and YouTube with no music, right? Like just chat, like just a talk show. I don't know how I feel about that because I've done no music before. It feels really weird. I don't know. It would feel really odd to me to go on air here on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously and have no music under me. Right? I don't know if I can wrap my head around that. That would be so weird. But might be worth trying on for size. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Reach a bigger audience and all that kind of bullshit. Twitch is a gaming platform. I currently have someone online with 18.3 thousand viewers. The music side of it might die, but Twitch won't. No, Twitch isn't going anywhere. And plus, too, you have to consider the broad range of people that are on Twitch, right? People like Hassan Piker in Los Angeles. This guy streams for like anywhere between like 6 and 8 hours a day. 8 hours on the low end, actually. He's a political commentator, but he talks about everything under the sun, and this motherfucker goes. If you watch Hassan live or on a recording, he's not a gamer, and he actively has every day 40,000 people watching him. Yeah, it's a roller coaster, right? Yeah.
The atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, a military base. We won the race of discovery against the Germans. We have used it in order to shorten the agony of war, in order to save the lives of thousands and thousands of young Americans. We shall continue to use it until we completely destroy Japan's power to make war.
All right, it's 5:15. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I do enjoy everyone who's hung out with me today, as always. What's this? Sunday. I start days tomorrow. I work tomorrow and Tuesday, and I'm off Wednesday and Thursday, and then I work my 36-hour stretch starting next Friday. I work all weekend. Probably be here on Wednesday, well, both days, if not one of them. Either way, yeah, for y'all over here on SoundCloud and everyone who's joined me tonight here on Twitch, I do enjoy having everyone in the chat who comes to hang out with me and talk shit and all that kind of fun stuff. And listen to me ramble on as though I know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, for now, I'm out of here. Good night.